Hi, so welcome to the podcast today. Really excited for having you on the session today, and Happy New Year to you. We are in a brand new year. It is my hope that this year you become the best version of yourself, and most importantly, you achieve specific goals that you have set for yourself. And my team here and I will be working really hard to ensure that we bring you specific content that will help you to drive you to be able to become successful. Now, on the podcast today, I want to provide some answers to one of the common questions that a lot of people have, and that is, how can I have a successful year? Now, one thing that people do always, which probably you did, was to write New Year resolution. So at the end of every year, some people sit down, do a wrap up of the year, and then they plan and say that, okay, in the forthcoming year, this is what I want to achieve. These are the things that I want to do. These are the things that I want to have. But for the most part, about 99.9% of the time, people end the year and realize that they couldn't even go after their dreams. They couldn't achieve anything they had set out to achieve from the beginning of the year. So the question then is, how can you have a successful year? How can you ensure that this year becomes the year that everything comes to fruition and you're able to achieve your goals? Now, in my opinion, I believe that one of the things that people are actually delusional about is New Year resolution, because everybody is crazy about it and they are like, oh yeah, this is my New Year resolution, new year, new me. But it's their same old self. They are taking the same habits, the same lifestyle, without changing anything or adding any value to themselves. So I want to provide you on the stream today 5 key strategies that I believe that you can implement today, right now, so that you can achieve your goals for this year and, most importantly, become successful. Number 1 is be realistic with your goals. Many people give up in the middle of the year because they set unrealistic goals for themselves. Yes, it is important that you have to dream, and people are like, yeah, dream big as the ocean and all of those things. Yes, it is good to dream, it is good to have goals, but you have to set realistic goals. So look at yourself clearly. What really do you think you can achieve in the next 12 months? What do you think really you can achieve each month? What do you think you can achieve every week? What do you think you can achieve every day? Be realistic with your goals. Now, I am not saying you shouldn't dare. I'm not saying you shouldn't dream. I am not saying you shouldn't have faith. What I'm saying is be realistic with your goals. So what do you want to achieve this year? Then you will say, okay, this year I want to buy a car. This year I want to build my house. This year I want to marry. This year I want to, do this. Yes, these are all goals you can set for yourself, but let's be realistic. The salary that you are making now, can you buy the car you want to buy? Can you? If you look at the money that you are going to be earning in the next 12 months, can you actually do these things? Let's be realistic. Stop being delusional. Yes, you have to dream big. Yes, you have to desire the best things of life, but dreams are not free. So you can dream and say, yes, I want to buy a Mercedes Benz, I want to buy a Tesla, I want to buy whatever it is, but that is just a dream. You have to make that dream come to pass. So you have to be realistic. Yes, have faith. Yes, dream big, but you have to be realistic. That is why setting goals require thinking. And since thinking is one of the most difficult acts in the world, only a handful of people actually think. Now, that is not an insult, so don't take it personal. Thinking is one of the most difficult acts in the world. So you don't just get up and say, okay, this year I want to buy a house. This year I want to buy a car. This year No, you don't just get up and speak like that. You have to sit down, put pen on paper and look at your life. Look at yourself. Okay, what am I going to do? What are the things that are going to be coming in? How much money am I going to make? What can I achieve? Be realistic with your goals. If you are realistic with your goals, you realize that it gives you momentum as you go, because this is what happens when the goal is too big. When the goal is unrealistic, when the goal is not time bound, when the goal is not achievable, you give up because you try and you are not seeing it. And so that is the concept of seeing the glass half full or half empty. So if we have a glass and we fill the glass with water to the middle, somebody will look at that and say, oh, the glass is half empty. Another person will look at that and say, the glass is half full. They are all correct. They are all right. But it's about the mindset. Now, whether you see the glass half full or half empty, that is going to influence the way you approach life. So my take is this, my friend: be realistic about your goals. I don't know what goals you've set for yourself this year, but I want you to probably sit down, go back, rethink about it, and find out what really must I achieve this year. For the most part, I think that you have to set just one goal for yourself. And that one goal, all other things were tied to it. That is all you need. In my view, you don't have to write a list of 17 things you want to achieve this year. You just have to find out one thing. And then as you work on that one thing, all other things will just come automatically. So let me give an example. Let's say you have a goal and say, hey, I want to marry this year. That's a great goal. Marriage is important. Having family is important. It adds a lot of value to you, and it helps you to really propel yourself and become successful if you are with the right partner. So marriage is key. So you say, this year I want to marry. Okay. So you have to break that down. What does it take to marry? To marry, it means that, okay, you need to become a better version of yourself. To marry, it means that you need to be able to earn more money. So probably you need to upgrade your skills. You need to work a little bit extra hard, because if you're going to marry, you're going to be living together. Now the bills are not going to be only you. So you have to find out, how much more money do I have to make? Because now your bills are going to go up a little bit, and you have to find out, how do I do that? So you need to become a better version of yourself. You need to earn more money. You need to probably grow your business. You need to get that promotion at your workplace. So you realize that all of this are just tidying up and position you so that you can achieve the goal of marrying and then continuing with your life. So that is the dream. So you need to find out, what is the bigger goal? Then to achieve that goal, the other small ones will come in, which you are going to be breaking into months, weeks, because you have to set deadlines for each of these goals. But for the most part, what I want you to do is to set realistic goals. Be realistic with yourself and set realistic goals. That is the first thing you have to do.